Hi, you okay? Nice to see you again. I use a little bit of sign because I used to be deaf, and the bowls, singing bowls have helped me get some of my hearing back. I wear 2 hearing aids, but during my time as a deaf man, I learned to sign and I lip read. These actually stimulated the nerves in my ears, and I can hear now with 2 hearing aids. My speech is okay, so I'm happy. Anyway, I'm here today to talk about some methods of meditation that I use with singing bowls. I think about 2 or 3 different methods. So the first method, I got some old antiques here. So some like lightweight Jambati bowls. They're all Jambati here. There's a method where I use 2 or 3 of the same note. These are all A note, and very similar frequencies, like close frequencies. So what we want to get is, there we go, that's 113, that's 110 hertz. So we want only like 3 or 4 hertz between them. So we've got the 3 hertz, so that's what you're looking for entrainment of the brain to activate alpha state in your brain to relax you. And in that state then your body can heal better. It makes you feel good anyway. So we've got 3 bowls very so I'm not sure what this one is actually, but it's an A. Let's give them a try, yeah. Hopefully you can hear it. I was hitting them quite hard there, I'm not sure if you can hear it. But what we're trying to get, we've achieved it a couple of times, is the pulse that activates that alpha and theta brainwave. So when you visit a sound bath, and I use gongs, and they're all like that. There's 3 or 4 of them, and there's only a couple of hertz between them, and they resonate off each other. So we've got like 4 hertz, and everyone is falling asleep. So that's what you want to achieve. So that's one of my methods of meditation. I'll just get a few bowls that are the same frequency, or very similar. And I'll just sit there for 15 minutes, 10-15 minutes playing them. I can feel myself relaxing. So when I'm really tired, we all get a bit angry when we're tired, frustrated. I had a bloody piss poor sleep last night. I don't know why, it was very hot, and I've been playing bowls this morning for the last hour and it's really sorted out. So I just want to share it with you guys. So it brought a smile to my face. I'm relaxed. I'm not angry anymore. It's fantastic. So another method, this is one of my favourites actually, is you put water in the bowl. Right? So I've got some smaller Jambati here. These are all from my collection, none are for sale. You see, what you want to do is just water from the tap. It doesn't have to be like holy water or any of that nonsense. Just simple water. And the act of doing this actually changes the water anyway. So the water takes on the frequency that you're putting into it. So ideally we need to be sitting down a bit more comfortable than this. So you need some, because the bowl's becoming quite heavy with the water, so you need somewhere to rest your hand. This is ideal actually, but it's not perfect. You start off If you want the bowl about a third full of water, that's the general rule. Start off spinning the bowl. When you're spinning the bowl, don't hold it like that. Come a bit closer. You've got much more control over the wand. Now what we want to do is create those ripples. We don't want a fountain of water coming out of it. I can't remember what it's called now, cymatics. The patterns on the water that the vibrations are creating. Now we stare into those to become more present in the moment. I'll try and show you now, it's quite difficult. So I'm filming this on my own and with only one camera. I mean, you can go for it like that and get this fountain of water coming out of the bowl. We don't want that. Let's see if I can move a bit closer and show you exactly what happens. So hopefully you can see this. And I haven't wet the bowl too much. So you want those beautiful ripples, a mandala of ripples actually. And to meditate, we stare into them. And we have a constant, slow revolution of the wand around the rim of the bowl. And as we stare into those ripples, into the depths of it, we become more present in the moment. Just have to make sure you're comfortable. There's always a big thing about fountain bowls. It's not really what you want. You're trying to be mindful. You're trying to meditate. Not make a fountain of water. You create a mandala in the bowl of vibrational ripples as a pattern. And you look down into it. And I do this quite often, and it's a very, very powerful meditation technique. But of course, we just play them now, so the tone of the bowl will change. I take the water out, I put more in. It'll sound different without water. They're all female bowls apart from this one here, with a male rim. I'm trying to explain this a bit better actually. The bowl itself is female, but this is a male rim. Okay? That's the male aspect, the thing that makes the sound. It's an extremely unusual Jambati with this male rim. There's another one here, but I wouldn't call them male. That one is a deliberate male rim. Very different from the others as well. It sounds quite different and stands out. So it's absolutely critical. If you've got a set of bowls like this, you must put a male in amongst it. It's just not complete otherwise. You haven't got that male-female energy. If you've got a lingam, use that. Okay, so the third method is the head method. It always looks a bit silly, but people love it. So you need a light bowl, and you don't go for just crown chakra stuff. Use what feels good to you, okay? Because we're all different. Doesn't want to say, oh, you must use a certain bowl and all the rest, or you must use an old bowl. That's nonsense as well, because the new bowls, I find, absolutely amazing for this. But sometimes they're a bit heavy for some people, and the inside is a little bit irregular. With these old bowls, they're beautifully smooth. I think the craftsman spent a long time making them. And if you've got a pointy head like me, it isn't very nice to have like a lumpy bowl, heavy, stuck on your head. That's another thing with the newer bowls. They're quite heavy compared to the old bowls. The walls are thicker. But if you have got a problem, and you have to, use one of these pads to put it on your head. You know, it's best not to use it, because then you're masking some of the vibration. So this is brilliant to increase blood flow into your brain, and the blood gets to all the little capillaries, and it's great for memory, because sometimes my memory's terrible. I do this and it's a big boost in my memory, and everything improves. My sight, my hearing, my speech, it's all good. It's a great aid for depression, combat depression. You just sit there for, I'd say 2 or 3 minutes doing this to yourself, or get someone to do it for you. I do this on people at the end of a therapy session, and then they relax for 5 minutes after that. It's fantastic. Anyway, it's a bit small, this mallet, but we'll do it anyway. So this is my personal head bowl. You've got to try and balance it. I mean, when I do it with someone else, I'll hold the top and then hit around the edges. But part of this now is about balancing it and relaxing. I've already done this to myself. I've already done this earlier, and I just sat on the sofa there, just completely gone for 10 minutes. Totally relaxed my body, and all the little aches and pains, I had a bit of a headache, gone. Because you need to give yourself every day, even if you don't do any of this work on yourself, you need to give yourself 15 to half an hour of relaxation, not actually doing anything at all. Not on your phone, not reading, not doing anything, you know, just your entire body and your brain resting. And you can say, oh, you get that in the night's sleep, but it's a different type of rest. Okay. It's quite difficult because of my pointy head. You can feel the revolution spinning around. You can give yourself a bit too much of this if you're not careful. You need to be sitting down, comfortable. You can just be gentle, or you can be quite. You can play a little tune on it if you want. It makes no difference, because you get to the point where you can no longer speak. Okay, that's quite enough of that now. My eyes have drooped, and I'll leave it there, but these meditation practices, that's what the bowls are for, really. When we use them as an aid to meditation, they're very powerful. So to recap, the close frequencies, the pulse, to activate alpha brainwaves, to put your body into a state, and brain into a state of relaxation, which enables it to heal and feel good. The water bowl. Most bowls will be water bowls. It doesn't have to be a special bowl. Some very old bowls will have a line inside, a fill line effectively, which is the best, obviously the best. The makers knew the score. That's the best way to do it. So you stare into mandala, just as you would a yantra. and the head bowl then. Absolutely amazing. It looks silly, but once you've experienced it, you keep coming back for it.